Okay, so we start our transmission here. This is down to the main square, and here we are going into Via Robolotti. I wanted to show you Francesco Robolotti, and down here there is the shop of Ettore Nordio, the Cremona Violin Store and Workshops. A very interesting detail on this road here is that actually I was living here in number 36 all the way up here when I came to Italy to attend the violin making school, and that was my first apartment, and down below just in front there was the Café Artisti, and so now we are here, and here you see the Cremona Violin Store and Workshops, and we go inside here and we will ring the bell and see if they can open us. This is very nice here, huh? It looks really charming. And hold on, I'm just here thinking of ringing here, the opening hours even here very nicely, everything by appointment on Saturday, and otherwise even on Sunday by appointment. So as on the internet, and we are ringing here the bell. And I told everyone not to open with a mask, so we can here stand with quite a lot of distance. And let's see. Yes, here we are. Ciao Ettore. Ciao. Tu puoi anche togliere la mascherina e poi mettere questo sulla camicia. Ok, abbiamo abbastanza distanza, credo, almeno su tutti gli altri.
Perfetto.
Bene. Ok, very
Prego.
good. Hello, hello.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. This is here very nice. It's the first time I'm here. Actually, many years ago, I was here in this workshop.
The former Blot shop.
When the workshop of Eric Blot was here, yes, and there was a big party, and there was lots of things going on.
Yeah.
Very good. So how are you doing?
Yeah, very well.
Very well.
You. Very well.
You're all by yourself, or there's also John is also here?
No, John Suk is out today.
Okay.
But so the workshop is upstairs, is closed for today, but tomorrow we'll restart. And yes, I'm alone this time. And,
okay. So actually, I forgot to tell a little bit more about our story. We know each other already for many years, and let's make it a little bit like this, so then people see that I'm actually here. Okay. Trying to keep distance. It's not so easy to hold the camera for so long time. It hurts even. I'm going to the gym, but it's not so easy. Actually, we see each other sometimes in Brescia. My wife is from Brescia, which is 45 kilometers north from here. And so sometimes I see Ettore, who is the owner of Cremona Violin Store. I see him sometimes in Brescia, just in the same area where I am living half of my time in Brescia with my wife. So probably we even meet us on the highway. Who knows? I don't know.
More on the highway than...
Yes, I don't know what kind of car you're driving. I hope I'm nice looking even on the highway. And so you have something to show, or
I show you the workshop as it is. I mean, we have in the ground floor here we have two rooms for the music and for the instruments, and upstairs we have the workshop for maintenance and for the store and repairment.
And you would have gone to Beijing certainly now for the show.
Yeah.
And we're all looking forward to go to the next
show
as soon as it is possible, because it's actually a nice way to show things. So this is now the whole idea of this, to show people that we're going on and
different, but a good opportunity.
I think
a good idea. A good idea.
Thank you. Let's see if I can turn around around the camera like this. Wow, this is clavicembalo.
Yeah. So
Nice.
this is just the waiting room,
entrance.
and here you have the first. You can see the first playing room.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, with
So you even have this.
some
This is
instruments
also-
here.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Here we have the contemporary and the student instruments.
Viola and
Yes, some viola and some.
Conetto, vediamo un po'.
Yeah.
Let me see if we are. Yep, here we are again. Okay.
So we can 20th century instruments. So mainly we have attento, where we have mainly 1900 till 2000 Italian instruments, only Italian instruments, and we only have a few of the old 1900s and 1800s. Usually we are more focused on the 20th century.
Ah, this is nice here to put the instruments.
Yeah. This comes from the jewelry, and we put this to be able to
instruments,
put the instruments. I show you, just to put easily after a
like
trial.
this. Ah, okay. This is, you can always learn something how to put here instruments. Okay, this is nice.
Yeah. Not all, because then it's all dirty, but this way is easy. You can have a light from downstairs and.
Okay, that's nice. Wow. And what is this violin?
This is a Poggi.
A Poggi, wow.
Yeah. 1970.
This is always nice, huh? Interesting. Oh, the scroll is also very nice looking. 1917.
70.
1970.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very late one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nice, nice. Huh? Wow. Okay. Nice.
And we carry all instruments from all Italy, mainly from Milano area, Bologna, Venice, and Turin. But the most cases we have from Bologna, Milan, and Venice.
Okay, now I will turn around so I can just show you. We don't have to go through all the instruments.
Yeah.
But
this is a Polastri, cello, 1934.
Wow, this one is nice, thick varnish, nice texture, very nice, and it's super strong scroll.
Yeah, very typical from the period.
Really large here. Wow, this is just really nice. Wow. Oh, va bene. This is very nice. This is really interesting. Well, we cannot really show it too nice on a video like this instruments, but at least you get a little bit the idea of what is here available. Instruments are set up by in the workshop directly. We
really have quite a wide choice. This, for instance, is a Scarampella. Stefano, 1903. And we also have another one, 1891.
Wow. You have really good selection here of
all
instruments.
All instruments carry a certificate by Blot or Carson.
Which is Carson is just like
just,
a neighbor,
just
across the road.
On the front, yes, on the front door. And then we have different instruments from, in any case, from Italy. This is a Carletti.
Wow,
Carletti violin.
He wrote a nice book about varnishing at the time of the violin making school. I looked a lot.
This is a Carletti. This is not Natale. Is let me see. Carletti. Genunzio Carletti. And we have another Genunzio Carletti cello over there.
Okay. This is very nice looking here.
Yeah, what is quite important is that all our instruments are in mint condition. We don't buy, I mean, all these instruments are ours, and we don't buy instruments if some cracks.
Yes. Okay.
That can happen, but it's very, very rare. And in any case, we declare. An interesting viola. We are here just to show you. This is from an old Cremonese Meister.
So already, and it somehow it looked familiar to me. Okay, Tata. He was probably one of the first makers when the violin making school was opened.
Yes, 1940, 45.
1940, when after the World War.
And this is 1942. 1942, the viola.
This is a very. You can't imagine that out of something like this, then the Cremonese style of nowadays has been developed. But we have to be very grateful for this maker because he was one of the first ones. Wow. It's really interesting. It's a nice viola. I don't know how this is called in English. You know that? Ganache. How do you call it in English? Come si chiama in inglese? No? So, but nowadays you don't see it too often. But those the times you saw it quite often, and a very strong appearance of the lines. Interesting, huh? Very interesting.
Yeah, this is quite interesting.
Quite heavy also to touch.
It's quite rare to find a viola from Cremona on this period. And then we have, just for instance, from viola side, we have this one, for instance, which is a Sterci viola.
Sterci, wow. Also really nice, huh? With instruments. What year is this one? Che anno?
This is the Sterci is a 41.
41. Nice looking, huh? It's a little bit.
Yeah, all instruments usually come from musicians. So we buy from musicians, sometimes from colleagues, but what is important is that all of them carry a certificate.
Okay.
And, you can see here,
here.
We have all certificates, this for violins,
okay.
And then for viola, cellos, and so on.
Wow, very good.
And this is our way to do. We also carry some, I show you. Here we have some other instruments.
Oh, I mean, you thought already it's finished here.
No.
Wherever you open,
a little bit less, maybe less important, maybe between a student and a semi-professional. So
this is fine. Okay.
For instance, if I remember well, this should be a Malaguti violin.
Malaguti is already this is already a serious thing, as an investment, Nice collector items here, very nice.
And all of them, as you can see, the setup is usually are in perfect condition. I mean, ready to play.
Okay.
We usually work with the Pirazzi Gold or Standard, but usually the setup. We care a lot about the setup. I mean, we don't have instruments not ready for playing.
Oh, nice.
And many others. Well, we have also some, I think, old instruments from Cremona. This is a maker, is a Sissa.
Sissa.
He was a maker in 1980. He was
never heard about this one. Okay.
It's Cremona, 1982.
1982.
Yeah.
I came here in 84. So, wow. Okay.
Just curiosity, because we buy. We like and we buy. I mean.
Okay. It's always
I just wanted to show you some another Scarampella, but this is much more interesting because this.
Auro Sissa, dice Stefano. Auro Sissa. Stefano Trabucchi knows Sissa. Okay, I have never, but Stefano just wrote Auro Sissa. I didn't know this one.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a nice Carambella. Okay.
This is 1891.
Wow.
And this remained all his life by a family till 6 years ago. And now it's here. We don't sell. This is the only one we don't sell. We don't like to. It was very rare. And also has been made in Brescia. It's my town. That's why it's here.
Oh, this is a nice one. Interesting. Wow. I like also the mirror here. Huh?
This is for musicians. They can play.
No, it's also interesting because musicians
they like.
put themselves. They love to put themselves on in the mirror, and then they look and they tell me, I have to see if the violin fits to me. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
This is somebody who is not playing can't imagine what people are looking for.
Yeah, and then other violins have other things that maybe less interesting. And we usually have a turnover of 150 violins or instruments per year.
Oh, so it's quite a big. Business.
So every not week but every month we change our
stock.
Stock.
Really good. Yeah, usually we only meet or in Brescia very short in front of any school or on the highway, or during the fairs. Then we usually talk more and we meet and things like this. But we know each other already for at least 20 years.
Maybe 2000, 2001.
Okay, 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 years.
I started to work with the consortio at that time, 2000.
Yeah,
the first
that was
fair.
Interesting. Great.
So
you show us also the workshop upstairs, just a short look, or
yes, we can go upstairs and have a look.
If it's fine to you, you just walk usually and without problem. I look for the, I check for the stairs and for the cable. Don't worry. It's very nice here. Yeah, also here, thermometer. We also have it. Everything here, you know.
Be careful with the.
We had to adjust things here, and here we go up into paradise, which would be actually
here all the cases, the old cases to be waste.
This is how I put it into my corridor, and here they take also some pictures. Very good. Office.
Yeah, we do pictures by ourselves.
Another office here. Wow, this is so big. This was the room where at that time I was.
I think they like a workshop here.
That was the workshop of.
Yeah.
So how many years are you now in this office? In this?
2 now.
2 years. I thought already much longer.
No, sorry. How long?
How many years?
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 12
years. Okay. Wow, so it's a nice workshop. Okay.
So these are, for instance, 2 cellos. We have to prepare them for the shipment. These are from 1994, both, and are sold to China. And we will ship in a week.
Okay.
And here you can see some other instruments. I mean, also due to the lockdown, we don't have so much to do. I show you. This is a Munker from Cremona.
Munker, yes, I know.
Yeah, we just bought it because we have to supply some Cremonese instruments to a customer. So this is Munker 1929. 29. And this is Antonio Lecchi, again Cremona, 1923.
Wow, is it always interesting to look inside? Can I look here? Wow, this is really
we are
nice.
just we just open it.
Antonio Lecchi, Cremona. It's nice, huh?
I'm not. And we are making a new bass bar.
Okay.
And just repairing a small crack. It is here. Yeah.
So.
And these are mainly the work we do here. I mean, for instance, this is in mint condition.
You're specialized in restoration, repairing, perfect setup, and maintenance. And but there's plenty of work, and
You know what
nice.
we do usually is we take all thicknesses, or we check all thicknesses from the instruments, so we can also sell instruments just preparing a video with the dimension, with the thicknesses, so the customer knows that the instrument is in perfect condition and has no weakness.
That's interesting. Okay, this is a good idea actually. I don't make so much restoring. I'm only making new instruments, and so I don't keep track of everything.
But you are aware about thicknesses, because
yes, of course. But this is why
one.
I showed it, because I think it's interesting. It's nice. Yeah, how I said already this morning that all this selection of makers or shops, we attend this show in Beijing, Shanghai, Frankfurt, wherever. We all have something in common, and this is also nice selections and of makers who joined this.
We hope to be able to show something all together, something very interesting.
No, this is.
And we just
nice.
bought them. It's 2 weeks we bought, and this also we bought one just before the lockdown. And this is very interesting, because this maker is a Puntin, is still alive, and he was a student of Morassi.
Wow.
He's living in Trieste. Puntin.
Puntin.
Odino Puntin.
Puntin.
He's not very well known here, but he's very well known in Slovenia, in Trieste, Slovenia, in Austria, in Graz, for instance. And I show you that one. Sorry.
Puntin,
Yeah. This is because he was a student, and he bought all the
nice wood.
The wood by Morassi.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is just like, seems fake, you know. It's so incredible, you know. But it's a nice work, huh?
Also the head is very.
Seems like a tiger. Incredible. Very nice.
They were friends, because he came from the same region as Morassi.
Okay.
He's free.
Morassi was close towards Slovenia and Austria, and that.
Nearby the
Udine,
Austrian border.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
So we bought, for instance, from an orchestra for a teacher. He was in pension. We just bought, and then we resold. Usually, this is the time we take an instrument, 1 month, 2 months, it's not more.
Interesting. Very nice. We're here already 10 people, 3 thumbs up, you know, and this is interesting. So I'm very happy that you joined this activity of mine.
No, I think about very interesting, a very good idea for the customer. The people cannot come to Beijing, and
this is. You have to decide if answering or not. No, later on. Huh? Okay, so let's see if I can turn around like this. Oops, sorry, I have to turn like this. And I think this is quite good. I would say you have something else to adjust or to tell, or
no, I think
people can order. They can write you an email.
Yeah,
and
usually
we
now with this problem of the lockdown, but also before, we are used to send all photos. Certificates. I can show you.
Okay,
now.
This is interesting because everybody gets organized in order
that
we can.
Now I sold 2 days ago a Robescalli violin, and I'm now ready to send the certificate.
Okay.
So we work in this way. I mean, we provide all information on instruments, and then we guarantee the sound, but the customer can play. He plays for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then when he decides, then we do the deal. But he knows exactly what he's getting.
Okay.
I mean, we make X-ray if we are not sure that if there is some problem for worm or whatever. So we have the complete control of the instruments.
Oh, that sounds good. I think people can ask what is in stock and what they can get from
Usually we supply
and,
the list, the complete list, because the prices do not change customer by customer. I mean, very similar to what you do.
Okay.
I mean, there is a price list and we follow that, and we know how much we buy. What is important is that we buy the instruments, so everything is not on consignment, so we have the control of the price as well. I mean,
okay.
yeah, that's important on such kind of instruments. We know the market and we buy if the price is the right one.
Okay. That sounds very fair, very good, and I imagine that it's also interesting for people. So I will put below the closer information, and so you can contact them and you can get the list of what's available and things like this. I think it's very interesting. Everybody is getting organized somehow to keep on going, and I'm actually very surprised how everybody is flexible and is willing to change, and things won't become how it has been before. And my father always used to say, nothing remains the way it is right now, and everything is changing, and it's definitely true, and it's also interesting, and I think it makes the whole thing more sparkling and interesting. I think we said everything. It was a good visit here. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to make another 3 makers, okay? Great. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Ciao. Grazie, Ettore.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.